So you're going to see that you got two equations. One of them is C equals 8x, okay? That's equation 1. And then the second equation is C equals 4x plus 48,000. Okay? So what I want you guys to figure out with this particular question is you're going to have one that represents the not profit, it's money made, okay, from selling the discs or sales, right? And this one here represents the costs of producing the discs. Okay, what I want you to do, this one's a little bit, for whatever reason some kids struggle with this. If I pretended for a second I have a square over top of the C, right? These are both squares. And I could have triangles over here, right, for the x's. What I want you guys to do, one square is equal to 8 triangles. Well, I see that there's a square here. So why can't you just write this? This is like the easiest of them all because it's already isolated the variable for you. So all you got to do is go, okay, well, 8 triangles is equal to 4 triangles plus 48,000. Okay? And remember the triangle underneath those triangles. And underneath the squares was just 8x is equal to 4x plus 48,000. And I want you to solve for x. So how do I do that? Well, I get all the x's or the variables on one side. I'm collecting like terms. And then I just solve, right? So I need to get this x to the other side. To do that, subtract 4x. So 8x minus 4x is going to equal to 48,000. Right? So 4x is equal to 48,000. Divide both sides by 4. Okay, we'll go to our calculator, wherever our calculator is. Right, go, okay, well, that's fine. 48,000 divided by 4. Okay, well, there's x equals 12,000, but you also have an equation up here that tells you how to find C. Right? Well, C was equal to 8x. Well, you know what x is now. So the cost to produce that number of CDs is going, or the amount of money, sorry, it's not the cost, it's the amount of money that you're going to make after you sell this many discs, is going to be 8 times 12,000. What is 8 times 12,000? So you now have, this is what you have. You have a point of intersection, and it is 12,000 and 96,000. Okay, so if we look back at the question here, okay, what does this point of intersection mean? Well, remember, our two lines represented the amount of money that you're going to make and then the cost. So it's where these two lines cross, right? So it's our break-even point. Okay. So after I sell 12,000 discs, right? You're going to have $96,000, but you've broken even. Okay, that's what that means. Okay. So that just means, so for part C, this is part B. Part C says how many discs must be sold before there's a profit. Well, there's not a profit until you sell 12,001 discs. for 11,999, you're still in the hole. You still have to, you're $8 in the hole. Okay, that's what that means. Okay, so for this is where you guys to practice. Okay, this will be, I don't know, we're pretty much done now. Okay, so I'll give you some time. You can work on them now, or you guys are good for today, and then come back and come back tomorrow. Okay, and I'll help you with these if you need help. But tomorrow we're going to concentrate on questions that don't give you the equations, because it's just going to knock it up one more notch. So you're not going to be provided this, but you already know how to come up with the equations because we did it right here. That's going to be the concentration tomorrow. Okay. So for today, I'll hang about here. Well, I'm here till 2:30 anyway. Okay. But you guys are going to try and finish these 5 and 6. Okay. And then any questions from this morning. Okay. So any of these guys too. Okay. Or the graphing from yesterday. Okay. Just any questions that you haven't had a chance to finish yet. Okay. And that's it.